ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Cranberry County City Skylines series from yours truly, Design Candy. We're going to get straight into the action for today's episode. And today is episode number 8. And we are continuing the detail portion of the West Campus. Make sure you check out episode number 7 because that's really important. That's where we started building the layout of what you're going to see today. So check that out. So this is what we're doing today. Details. I know people are curious why the details were off of the last episode. This is why I had to break this up into 2 different episodes. Just because the amount of detailing that will go on had to have its own separate part. So again, check out the last episode number 6, titled West Campus, and tell me what you think. A couple of things for today's episode, some housekeeping things that I want to go over just really quick, and then we'll get into your questions. This is the question episode, so stay tuned because your question literally might be answered. Okay, so number one. We are coming up to an interesting point in the channel. I'm trying to think about all the fun, cool stuff that I want to bring to the channel. So let me know what you guys would like to see, specifically in the realm of gameplay. Do you guys like straight talking over the time lapse like this episode, also the Main Street episode? Are you digging the music? I'm thinking about getting away with that, or doing away with the music over the episodes and just doing some chats, some talks. Also, I want to reach out to some of the City Skylines YouTubers. If you are a City Skylines YouTuber and you watch my series and you enjoy it, I would love to have you on one of these episodes just to chat and talk about some of the gameplay things that I'm doing and give me some tips and tricks. I would love that specifically. And also other games. I'm looking at doing some other games, bringing The Sims back, just doing some builds, also Planet Coaster. I have a lot of time in the next probably 3 weeks where I can pre-make a lot of episodes. So just a couple of things that I have been thinking about. Now this episode, just to catch you up, if you didn't watch episode 6, and in sequence, if you're binge watching, this will all make sense. I did a lot of stuff, as you can see on the screen. So make sure you're paying attention as we talk and hang out, just to some of the details that we added specifically to the side of the campus, and specifically to the West Campus. It's super cool. It really evolves from what it was before. The way I do my series and the way I build different things is that I kind of just go with the flow. I have a plan in my brain and I go with what I know. Obviously, you guys can see the roof. We've used this roof technique so many times, but I just go with what I know. Also, you're seeing a lot of custom assets. I found one of the most dangerous things in the world, y'all. I discovered a mod called Mod Tools. I've been using this for a little bit of time now, but Mod Tools literally allows me to take any asset that I've downloaded off of the workshop and retexture. As you know, my name is Design Candy. That is my claim to fame, is the design part. So having tools where I can take objects, and I'm not good at 3D modeling, but I can take objects that someone already made and retexture them and put my own design. It's a game changer. So look out for some of those things as well. Okay, we're 4 minutes into this bad boy, so let's get to your questions. And a couple of these questions, I don't know if I'm gonna have stuff on the screen. I might do a screenshot. How about that? I don't know what we're gonna do yet, but don't be mad at me if there's nothing on the screen, because I'm reading this straight from my phone and Instagram. The first one is from JH Faritas. They ask, how long do you take to record without editing? Great question. Legitimately, I'm looking right now. This footage is 45 minutes sped up 6 times. So I don't know what that total math is, but well over 4 or 5 hours, easily. Literally easy over 4 or 5 hours. The detailing that you're looking at now, including the custom making of those signs that you just saw, or this portion right here, where I didn't even put this in here. This is all using procedural objects and raising terrain to make that clock tower bigger, and just the wall around it. All that kind of stuff takes so long. I remember talking to one of my friends, Reckless J, if you're watching, big shout out. Go check him out on YouTube, Facebook, all the fun stuff. But I remember talking to Reckless J, and it was funny because it was like 4 consecutive nights. I have a full-time job and a lot of jobs that I do during the week. So at night is really when I get my record time in. It was like the 3rd or 4th night, and it was so funny because we were laughing. I'm like, hey man, literally this is the 4th night that I've tried to do and tried to finish this college and this side of the campus, but I literally don't. There's just so much stuff to do. So, you know, I put probably an hour or 2 in a sitting, and this took a bunch of time. And I'm not complaining. I actually love playing the game. That's the secret. So when you're detailing, if you love playing the game, literally that's the whole thing. It will allow you to sit down for hours and play and record. And it's just a bonus to show you all the results. So thank you so much for the question. The next the next question is from the kid Tyrese. What's up, Tyrese? Tyrese is like an OG candy fammer, so big shout out to you, man. Tyrese says, will this county incorporate a larger city, or will it all be suburban? That's a great question. This county will not have a large city. I think the most dense I will get is a business district that I'm thinking about making, and maybe like a technology part of the city in the county. But yeah, this literally what you're looking at in front of us, or on the screen, but in front of where these tables are, that's the tallest building in Cranberry County. Like by far, that will be the tallest building. So there won't be like a large city, but there will be different business loops, big time industrial, some other fun things. But yeah, that's as big as it gets. The next question is from the Jazzy Nation. Pew, 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 pew. Shout out. She actually has 2. She asked, what was your inspiration for Cranberry County? And then the second question was, what has been your favorite episode of the series so far? Okay, the first question. Inspiration for Cranberry County is Colorado, mostly Weld County. Do some Googling inside of the Google Maps software. What was that called? I think Google Earth. Do some Google Earthing and check out Weld County. It's super rural. It's super industrial based. This college is loosely based off of a college called the University of Northern Colorado. Loosely. So that's the big inspiration for this town specifically. I wanted to do a county series that would challenge me out of the box. I can't do big, tall buildings. I can't do light rails. I can't do any of that stuff. This challenges me. So that's why I wanted to do it. And it's a little bit different from what I've seen people do. So not a crazy big emphasis on even farms, because a lot of creators do the farm city. This isn't even a farm city. It's like a hybrid between like a massive big city and a small town city. So the second one from the Jazzy Nation was, what has been your favorite episode? My favorite episode, man, that's tricky. Can I say like all of them are my favorite episode? I mean, seriously, all of them. But my favorite would have to be probably the oil refinery area. That one was pretty fun. Sadly, I lost some of that footage, but that one was pretty fun. And then the main street has to take the cake just because it looks cool. I think it looks cool and very, very realistic. So that would definitely have to be up there. Next question is from X2 Drippy. They asked, not a question, but a suggestion. You should make a rival high school for the atmosphere. I think that's what you meant. Okay. I like that idea. That's not a bad idea. That's actually a really cool idea. Actually, when we get to making like the next suburban area, which is gonna be pretty soon. You have this big old college and there's a bunch of houses around it. So technically right now, the only high school is the one that we made in episode 2. So technically this side of the map where the university is needs more schooling. So we'll definitely look into that. Next question comes from, let's see, who do we want next? Let's do Glenn Allen. Glenn says, hey, love the videos and love the university in CS. In Ireland, we have universities and institutes of technology. I'm just wondering if you could do an institute of technology at some stage. They are the same as universities, but normally way more modern and focus on technological developments. Most of these institutes are small and normally only 1 or 2 buildings max, but high rise. Glenn, thank you so much for the comment and the interaction, and thank you so much for watching the last episode. So to answer your question about the institutes of technology, we have those too. We call them trade schools in the United States, and specifically where I live, we call those trade schools. There's a couple of them that I know offhand. And a lot of times those trade schools are in densely urban populated areas. Now, not necessarily like a downtown, but I've seen them in business districts. I've seen them just in like very urban, and urban meaning like density, urban, lots of people areas. So that makes sense why they're always high rises and very specific to what the education is out of them. So definitely, I think for this use case, this is a traditional university, campus university. So, it's kind of tricky to do specific institutes. Now, one thing that I will tell you is we definitely have specialized buildings for the schools. So you have a school of medicine, you'll have a school of science, you have a school of law, and make sure you stay tuned after the time lapse here, because I am going to do a tour of everything that we built with the details. So it's a really cool perspective when you look at it inside of the game. And specifically, we will go first person and act as if we were walking on campus. It's super fun. I've done this like 6 times. I've cut it out of the time lapse because every single time I place down a building and a lot of trees with details, I can't help myself but to really quick go into first person. That's another reason why it takes me so long to record an episode, because I'm always going into first person to see what I just built. I'm like a kid. I love it. I'm like, how does this road actually look? Right? Let me put the camera on field of view all the way close, as if I was walking on campus. Now, how does that stadium look in the background? I literally do that. And if you look close enough, you'll catch me doing it, because sometimes I leave it in there. But Glenn Allen, thank you so much for your comment. Stay tuned. The time lapse is probably another 5 to 6 minutes. Even if you have to fast forward, if you're getting bored, fast forward to where we go first person, and you can see the perspective of the campus. The next question comes from Benji Mar. Benji says, I got a question. Do you? Do you have any information for the next DLC? No, and sadly, no. I don't have any information. It's kind of funny. I don't know if people realize this, and most of you do, but I get my information the same way you do. So I play this game without any influence from anybody. I buy the games. I buy every single expansion pack. I download every single mod. I have everything that you can have. So I have no inside information. Maybe one day I will, maybe not, but I hope they come out with something cool. And they have. So this game is kind of the funnest thing that I've found in a while. So hopefully that answers your question. The next comment / question, we moved from Instagram to YouTube, and typically I put the little things on the screen. I'm not doing that this episode. Let me know if you miss it, and I might do it the next time we do it. So the next question is from Jason. Jason asked, why aren't you the most subbed to City's YouTube channel? I think City Skylines YouTube channel. By far the best I have ever seen. Love everything you do, Design Candy. And he hashtagged it Candy Fam. Oh man, thank you so much, Jason. I really appreciate those kind words. Why am I not the most sub to City Skylines YouTube channel? I don't know, man. Obvious reasons. The one thing that you can do is share this episode or tell your friends, or, you know, tell the community if you know anybody that watches these things. That's the best way to help me out and to get the name out there. But honestly, one of the culture pieces of my channel that I always want to have, and so if you watch my channel, you got to know that I always talk about the top City Skylines YouTubers and video creators and asset makers. I really appreciate all of them for paving the way for me to do these cool videos and to hang out with you all. And so I always encourage the people that watch my videos to also watch some of the other videos of other creators. Again, you guys like this stuff. There's way better things out there that you can enjoy, seriously. And all you gotta do is type in City Skylines. I literally love every single City Skylines YouTuber. There's no competition. I don't see it as that. And if there was, they would destroy me because they're all very far superior in detailing and composition and knowing what the heck to build. I watch all of those guys just to get guys and gals, shout out Leaders of the Monkey, and all the other women City Skylines players. But I watch them all just to get ideas on what I should do. So make sure you check out the community. This is an awesome, supportive, creative community, and yeah, make sure you check them out. So that will wrap up our comments and our questions. Thank you guys so much. I will shout you out in a couple episodes when we do this again, but I want to speak towards what you see on the screens right now. So right now you are looking at the CU Stadium. One thing that I'm going to tell you right now is I need help naming every single thing on this campus, specifically that stadium. It says CU Stadium plainly because I have zero idea what to name it. So that's where you come in. Make sure you drop your names down below in the comment section for either a building. Help me name that big old stadium. We have an arena. We have a library, dormitories. That's what they call them. Yep. Dorm rooms, dorm sky rises. I want to name the College of Medicine, the law school. All that stuff is up for grabs. So make sure you help me out and help me name. Drop your name suggestions down below. It could even be your specific name or your YouTube name. It has to make sense though. I can't do like, you know, what's a like Yo-Yo 27 library. Like, I ain't doing that. So make sure it's creative enough. It could be your real name, so you can etch yourself in the history of Cranberry County. Some of you got etched in the history of Palm Island, because we do, every time we do university, we do this. So, but we're going to transition over to the live portion. I want to show you guys the perspective of first person in the West Campus. So let's jump over to the live portion. Okay, live portion, here we go. I do want to do a disqualifier really quick. This game is not designed to be viewed at this viewing angle and at this level. So this is for the nerds at heart. You're going to have to bear with me on a couple things. Number one is frame rate. Frame rate will drop, but just bear with me. We're only doing this for the purposes of the views. And yeah, you're going to see some crazy stuff, crazy different heights, all that fun stuff. But bear with me. It's actually pretty fun if you give it a chance. All right, let's go. So we turn this way and we're going to be rolling down the street as if we were a car, just got off the highway. And just this whole campus of what we built, I'm already losing some frames. This whole campus of what we've built looks crazy. Looks awesome, awesome, awesome. If I go sideways, you can't tell, but let's check that out. So off in the left, in the distance, you should be able to see the university, right? The tallest building already. So look at this view right here. View number 1. Doesn't that look awesome with the tall buildings that's off in the distance? It looks like a little baby downtown. Now, again, these are the densest. Is that even a word? The densest. This is the most dense that Cranberry County will ever get right there. Those are the tallest buildings, like for miles and miles and miles. That's like our downtown of sorts inside that college campus. So just look at the views. I mean, this place is alive right now. It's amazing. It's just alive, 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 full of life. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, let me see if when I pause it, I lose more frames. Nope, same amount of frames, so we'll keep it rolling. So you have your Applebee's, your Taco Bell, all your shops here. Man, that just came out awesome, awesome, man. Oh, it's so good. Looks so good. I know, I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Okay, so we're rolling. Got some old school houses here. Just got students hustling and bustling. And so we're gonna go around the campus first and then straight in. So boom, there's our big entrance. Man, look at this campus, y'all. It looks so good. Cranberry University. He's got all your students parking. Yeah, look at that. Look at this. Okay, another view. I'm gonna stop and look at the views for at least a few seconds, so bear with me as I live out my dream through a video game. I'm like, I built this. This looks so good. And again, from this angle, it's just really different seeing this game from this angle. Again, we always look at the top down view, but it's really different looking at this. I actually want to, real quick, I'm going to make sure that it stays daytime on us. Cool. Okay, back down. Just make sure it stays daytime because it would turn to night. We might look at it at night, but not yet. I want to see everything in the daytime. So this is the huge parking lot. Oh, that's kind of cool. And then you have houses behind it, so super cool. Yeah, huge parking lot. This is where all the students park, all of the staff parks, just for the side of campus. And so you have the buildings up there. That's your math and science building, your dorms right here. Man, it looks so good. All right, we're gonna go around the campus and then we'll go inside. So bear with me, it's gonna take a little bit, but it's awesome. You're gonna love it. So here's the West Campus entrance, one of them. Got your West Campus sign. Oh, I can't wait to go in there. It's gonna be fun. And then over here is your sports complex, or complexes. And so this is your sports area. Look at that. Oh, look at that. That looks awesome with those trees. So we're gonna sneak into here. So you got some tennis courts, outdoor tennis courts. Man, look at that view. Okay, another view right there. I'm creating a screenshot. That's a cool looking view, man. Posting these screenshots online, of course. Make sure you check it out. Make sure you follow. Okay, so this street mirrors the soccer fields. And so this is a little ghetto, but oh, look at that. You can see the stadium right behind there. That looks beautiful. So you have all your soccer fields here. It's just the back part of the map, actually. And that's actually elevated. So let's go down. Yep, check that out. Looks so good. This is the back side of the college. That's the arena right there. You can see the view of the dorms. Keep going down the street here. Man, this looks so neat and polished. So that's the back side of the stadium. You got a little pedestrian crossing right here. And this is your stadium entrance. Wow, look at that. Wow, look at that, guys. Look at that big old LED screen. Cranberry University. Welcome to Cranberry University. CU Stadium. Cranberry Stadium. Again, I'm trying to name that, so get your names in. We'll make custom banners and everything, so get that name in. Go down here. So that's the entrance to the library that way. We'll go inside. Ooh, frame loss like crazy. this way. There's something about when I look this way, it's just insane. So here's your law school. Got a cool parking lot right there for your library. Look at campus. Oh, campus looks so good. It's the backside. That's the admin building right there. Looks great. More parking. Look at the detail, man. Oh, looks so good. I'm like, who parks up here? This is a like prime real estate spot. We might do paid parking. Nah, we're not gonna do paid parking. Some universities, most universities have paid parking, so. Okay, that was a little weird. Ignore that. We're working on some of these details. And so now we're back on that main road. So if you look down there, that's that main road. Okay, so bear with me on these frames. Just enjoy the view. I know it's choppy, but it is what it is. We're going to enter the college through this entrance right here. So it's going to get better. Here. So it's one of my favorite views. This is probably going to be the episode thumbnail. If it's not, oh well, but one of my favorite views of all time. I mean, look at that. You have the sign. You have the buildings in the background. Like, that looks amazing, y'all. Man, oh man. Okay, so we're going to go inside of the campus this way. And so, we're just a student. Just beautiful buildings. So here's the first set of dorms. If you remember the first episode, or excuse me, last episode, before all the details were here. Now check it out with all the details. You got some cool, huge planters, some trees, some vegetation, trash cans. You have foliage just outlining it. I mean, people walking. This looks awesome. And you go in deep, these flags to the right. So we're gonna look down here. Check that out. Look at that. This looks super cool. Look down this way. Frames are a little bit better down this way. Let's look at that. I know the signs are backwards. I'm working on how to flip that. But just right in the middle, you have this awesome like river that goes like around. I'm actually gonna go this way so you guys can see it. This river goes around. You have like this cool bridge. Look at that bridge. Man, look at that building. Wow. So I would think that this would be a classroom, not a dorm. Or would it be a dorm? Because if it's a dorm, that's a lot of students. It's a big dorm. So a little unrealistic. I know people are going to hound me for that. So then we go down here. And this is one of my favorite parts of the college. This is what we're calling the food truck like atrium. And so in classic Design Candy fashion, we have this nice, tall glass roof that clips into the building. Of course, I have to do glass roofs on everything. I'm just addicted. So you have this awesome glass roof. And then this awesome atrium of just chairs. You have your trash cans and these cool trees, and people actually use this and sit down and eat. It's so cool. And then we have all of our food trucks that just come and serve food. So kind of like an impromptu dining hall when it's in season. Food trucks come up, serve you some food, and then boom. So it looks super good. It's super awesome. This is a preview for one of our signs. And so that's what the signs will look like. And I'm going to make a sign for every single building. And so that's what I was testing that out, but it looks really good. And then we have our cool statue. Not sure what the statue is of, but first statue looks really cool. Love that. And then down here is the sports area. We'll get to that in a second. We'll loop back around, but I want to go this way. It's a little bit past the food truck bar. And then you have more dorms. These are definitely dorms. These look like some of the dorms that were at my college. Man, that looks so cool. So we're going to go around the dorms here. Then we have like another statue. I forgot what this statue is called. I think it's a memorial, but it looks cool. And we put some decals down. So it's a cool park. The police running through campus. Gotta love it. This is one of my favorite parts here too. And so another seating area. And these cool, like, I don't even know what these, like a wall with pillars. Like that looks amazing. And then at night it looks cool with those lights sticking out of it. And then you have your clock tower. You guys saw me build this in the time lapse. So there's the clock tower. This looks super dope on campus. And let's go up this way. It's just the administration building. A lot of foliage here. It might be a little bit over foliaged, but it looks really cool from up top. Not necessarily at this level, but up top it looks really cool. I had some screenshots on the Instagram that kind of highlight this, so go check those out. Just the views, man. Like, I would love being a student here and just walking to class. This looks so awesome, just like scenic. And then through here you can see like some of the stadium. Right here's the library. We're gonna name that library, so let me know the names. We're gonna put on the side of the building if I learn how to do it. Then we're gonna go down here. Let's go down here, go down here. And then here's the stadium walk. So this is all the sports complex just on this campus specifically. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put sports on the, I am gonna put sports. I'm gonna put a baseball arena on the other campus, but this is just the sports on this campus. Again, there goes the clock tower, and then check this view out. So you go straight through here, and then boom, look at all this. Looks so amazing. And so here's the Cranberry Stadium, CU Stadium. You walk up, get your ticket, go on in, and then check out the stadium. This looks so good. Look at that. Look at that field, y'all. Oh my gosh. So look at that. Look at that view. You got the big old jumbotron that says "Welcome to Cranberry University." The big old stadium. We put some flags around it and make it look really festive. I looked at retexturing this asset. It's too big. It's like 4 or 5 assets in one, so it didn't work out too well. But and then on the other side, we had to put something behind it. So I might make it blank or put like some sort of something behind it. But of course, we have the glass roof overhanging. But this is a gorgeous, gorgeous model. And it looks like realistic when you're on the field. Like, I bet it actually looks like that. Look at that. Such a good model. Let's look on the outside of it, because there's some good details. So yeah, your big banners, Cranberry University. You have your side banners right there. Oh man, it looks so good. So good. All right, let's double back here. Excuse the frames. Go back down here. And then boom. So now you have your arena. It's a pretty cool model here. Pretty simple. We put some of these little things. We use these in Palm Island. Those little light things. So those look pretty cool. And then we have like a little aquatic center. So where they go swimming. And then we have a walkway here. So that enters like the field house, I think they call this. And then that's about it. You can walk this way and get to the back side of the university where we just went around. And then this is all the parking. So ignore all the things floating in the air, but this is all the parking for the stadium. So that's the overview. Now let's look at it from the top down. I know I'm nerdy, guys. Work with me, love me. Just because I love how this looks from the top. So, okay. Top down view. This is that entrance that we went all the way down in the parking lot. I'll show you where we went. We went through here, up this way, around, and then cut in here, went down this way, all the way down this way, and then went in through the campus here, went around, down, here, back around, up, back down, stadium, back down, and then ended right there. So that's what it looks like. A couple views that I was talking about, like this right here. Look, check this view out. Just the foliage and the river, even though there's no water in it, like that view is amazing. Look at the foliage and how the landscape looks. That was a really cool view. When you're in the stadium, this is a really, really cool view, even though the frames are gonna be crap. Like that's a really cool view because you can see all of the college and check out the roof. That's a really cool view, like something like that. So these views are literally insane. I want to thank you guys all so much for watching this episode. The next episode will be out next Friday. I'm going to try to drop on Fridays and be way more consistent than I have been in the last few months. Hopefully I can pre-make a lot of these episodes for you all, and hopefully you enjoy them. That will do it for Cranberry County. I hope you guys enjoyed The candy, aka the cinematics, are up next. So turn your TVs up and enjoy these cinematics. I'll see you in the next one. Binge watchers, the next episode is up. See you guys soon. Peace.